Good afternoon. This is Joe Forward, legal writer with the State Bar of Wisconsin. And today I'm here with James Block. He's a bankruptcy attorney at Kraut Kramer and Block LLC in Wausau. He was also a recent panelist on a State Bar of Wisconsin Pinnacle webcast called The Basics of Filing Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 Bankruptcies. James, how you doing? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm doing great.
So James, I just wanted to touch base with you to see what was going on in the area of bankruptcy law. So with everything with the pandemic going on, are you seeing an uptick in bankruptcies that are being filed?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, there are many retail bankruptcies such as JCPenney, J. Crew, and Pier 1 Imports. Many may have heard. That will soon trickle down to consumer cases. I've had many new phone calls from potential clients. They're worried about their finances, including those that are behind on mortgage payments, they're unemployed, or now they're unable to afford to pay their bills due to the pandemic. So I expect, especially in this fall, will be a lot of new bankruptcy cases.
Okay, and so for attorneys, in times of economic downturn, we've seen this, before. In times like this, attorneys may be considering or exploring possibly getting into new practice areas like bankruptcy. Excuse me. But it seems pretty specialized. So is this is there work attorneys can perform in the bankruptcy area that does not require years of experience? I mean, how feasible is it for an attorney to get into a bankruptcy practice?
That's a great question, and it's absolutely very feasible. Many skills used in other areas of law also apply in bankruptcy law work. So, for example, many attorneys already settle cases and they draft settlement agreements. So, settling with creditors is a good place to start. Most attorneys should be able to handle no real estate consumer Chapter 7 bankruptcy cases. And if the potential client has complicated bankruptcy issues, then they can refer those cases out or seek another experienced bankruptcy attorney out for guidance. The Wisconsin Bankruptcy Bar is really helpful and has a great reputation.
Okay, so where should they start? So say an attorney is saying to themselves, okay, I think I might need to branch out. I'm going to consider bankruptcy. Where should they start? I mean, where do they start building the competencies that would allow them to do that?
So the State Bar puts on excellent programs through their Build Your Practice series, the basics of filing Chapter 7 and Chapter 13, and beyond the basics, I feel are essential. I actually took those courses and CLEs back during the Great Recession, and they absolutely helped jumpstart my career in bankruptcy. So attending those CLEs and others throughout the year will permit attorneys to improve their competency. And just by actually taking simple cases and working your way up, you'll get to be able to handle those type of complicated cases. And if you can't, again, just contact the bankruptcy bar. Most attorneys should be able to handle simple sevens.
Okay, and then lastly, James, you do have the program that you're on. What are some of the things that there's several panelists on there? What are some of the tips that you're going to be giving to attorneys in that program?
Many attorneys get really nervous going to meeting of creditors or dealing with trustees or trying to figure out how to actually even start filing a bankruptcy. And so at the program, you're actually going to hear from myself, who's a Chapter 7 panel trustee. You'll hear from a Chapter 13 bankruptcy trustee. You'll hear from other attorneys who have been doing bankruptcies for many years. And from beginning, middle to end, they will be able to explain to attorneys and help teach attorneys how do you actually go about filing a bankruptcy, from getting that first initial client to meeting with that client all the way through discharge. And so this is an excellent program to give new attorneys or attorneys that are looking to get into bankruptcy the tools that they need to have their clients' cases go smoothly and make a real difference in clients' lives and help address these financial difficulties, especially in these difficult times.
Attorney James Block, thanks so much for being with us today.